Hello, hello, Stephanie Zima here with Walk It Free, where we heal, connect, and level up. So today we're going to talk about words of affirmation. That is a love language that is really hard for me to do because I am from Germany and somehow, I don't know, maybe German people are talking with affirmation too, probably, but you know, the mentality and the culture that I grew up in was more of do, and through that you're going to be giving, like with your work ethic, you're going to get recognition, right? So I don't know, maybe that's also like a limiting belief, the fact that Germans are not good in affirmations, but I think they are probably. Anyway, long story short, so that's just my thing. So words of affirmation is basically a language where you affirm and you appreciate, and you know, you can say I love you, or you mean so much to me, or I appreciate you for, you know, those kind of things. It's when you give compliments, it's when you affirm certain actions, and you know, taking a moment to really like say thank you to somebody, to the small things, and really appreciating what they do. You can also like write little notes, love notes, for example, put them in lunch boxes, hang them on doors, on mirrors. Thank you so much for doing stuff. There are actions that you can take and put in place to affirm someone with your words, right? And if you are not sure, because see, I want to tell you, when you're not growing up with words of affirmation yourself, you have never really heard that because the people in your environment have never spoken them to you. You may not know what those are. You may not know the words of affirmation that you could be using, right? Because you have a limited vocabulary of the things and values and beliefs that you've had, and that's the horizon that you've been operating on. But when you come in contact with the spouse that speaks words of affirmation as a love language, or if you are coming in contact with your children that need words of affirmation, you need to start incorporating them to foster that relationship and to have a better relationship. And what you could do is you could be Googling them, and you can figure out words of affirmation. Just type it in, words of affirmation to use. You can come up with a whole list of things that you could say, things that you could put in lunch boxes, things that you can hang on a mirror. And then it's making the decision to actually use it, making the decision to give and give and give and give. So often we say, do one kind thing a day. Acts of random kindness will elevate everyone around you. The key here is to let go of your victimhood mentality that somebody else should give you love first, and really try to discipline yourself to give love all the time. And here's the thing, we forget, right? We are so busy. We forget to do the things that we know make other people feel good. And here's what's happening when you have trouble in your relationships, when you have trouble in your families, when you are fighting with your kids all the time, when the kids are fighting with each other all the time, it always comes down to someone not feeling loved, someone not feeling like they matter, someone feeling left out. And you have to take a moment to reflect and say, what can I do here right now? What can I do to make that person feel better? What can I do to make them feel safe, and how to foster them, right? And their love and belonging basically into this unit and in this community. And when you know their love language, you can actively speak it. You can make a goal to say, every single day I just do one thing towards that. And it has to be conscious, and it's exhausting to do that on top of all the other things that we have to do. But we have to change the way how we look at it, because when we do those things, okay, when we do those things and we decide we want to better our relationships and we want to have really good boundaries to protect ourselves, because here's where people get in trouble. The people who are trying to work on relationships and give and give and give and give and try and do, they very often let go of their own needs. for the sake of the others. And so then it leaves them depleted. It leaves them left out. So you have to become the leader of self first. You have to become the leader of yourself to protect what you need. And then you take the next step and start becoming the leader of others in providing love, and see what comes back. Because when you give first, it's going to come back. Okay? So that's basically what it is. So words of affirmation, give compliments, make some affirming actions, leave some written notes. Those kind of things are really, really helpful to people that are speaking words of affirmation. Okay? I will see you tomorrow when we are talking about receiving gifts.